Let's go, man. Guess that another Champions appearance for him, man. Legendary team versus another legendary team, my friends. No suit. Okay, we're gonna have Haven and Abyss, my friends. Love it, love it. DRX is so good on Haven, but KRU, man, this will be a good game. And the decider will be bind. Here we go, my friends. Yo, this game will be fun, dude. Not gonna lie.
To cage the feign like there's only one player across
DRX, man, the kings of group stage. Let's see if it stays true, bro.
Kesnet forced and pushed back and away. Melter with the blind is good connection. Dart to try and again repel and push and ward away. And in this carnage, it is DRX that are just leaving Flashback alone. A 1v2. Spike drop down at his back.
This kid is insane, man.
Of his own.
Flashback,
clear from
first champions.
Now they've split up, and that's where the danger comes through. Does Shy have eyes on the spike? I think he must do, just based on the minimap.
And Flashback wrapping all the way around here. Just doesn't need spotting one of the players. He knows exactly where Shy is for the 1v1.
Shy is cold, man.
Coming up on top. He's missing the spot here. Almost a punish. Straight from Mako. Backs it up and away though, and reinforcements are arriving for KRU.
What already?
Already fast. Ready to defend this again with the fault line. Util is going to be expended. Push back and away.
Spot two.
Duty. Kesnet glides into the side. Smokes in their face. DRX might be able to persevere through the thick and thin of it. Shy's the last one left, and there's a smoke.
Oh my god, but there was 5 players here, man. There was 5 players here. It's so long.
No casualties, but damage done.
Yo, Shy is caught for this, dude. Not gonna lie.
Tagged up, and finally the kill.
Man, cool. Doing good.
Winning out on the clutches when it matters to keep KRU ahead. I'm watching, by the way, Kesnet zipping around on these A defenses. Loves fighting, always happy to take a fight. And on Neon on this.
Bullets landing, but did he think it's cleared? Oh my, peace of mind.
The Spectre, bro.
Is not there for him. An opener is what they need here. Cheeky kill. Melzer, he's not giving anything
Ace
away.
for Melzer?
That is nasty. Jiggling onto the corner, a bit of a free fire.
Ace for Melzer?
Phantom at work.
The ace?
He's on for the ace, yeah. One player left to stand, it's Bane, and he's being pressured, pushed.
Yo, Kazant, why you do this, my friend? I would report him right now, bro. Yo, Melzer, slap him, bro. Slap him. Shut down his PC.
Melzer's never had an ace for them.
Oh, man, that's because of Kazant, man.
That is
Bad dude, bro.
Fair enough. It's giving texture.
It is giving texture.
I mean, it's a tragedy, honestly, that DRX get caught by that. The spot behind the box and the Spectre spray down as well. It's not even like a Phantom, a Vandal. They died slowly, realizing.
Going to be making their way now over towards the seaside. Shock darts, at least to remove most of this one here inside towards the cage. Here's the footsteps.
Not again.
Free fire, no way is Shy surviving into this spot, and we will eventually be dropped. Melzer, Paranoia's dished out. The rest of his team now following suit as well. They want to get themselves into the action, into the fray. It's Kesnet overdrive in his hands.
No waste for you too, bro. Karma's a bitch.
Dropped into his lap this time. It's his turn.
And another ace stolen away as well. That's fair enough. I mean, that is karma for Kesnet, isn't it? DRX are going to take a tactical timeout here. Things are spiraling out of control. That was just an eco round. But perhaps it felt like there was an opportunity to make something happen when Shy was caught over towards Logs. These flood defense, though, KRU, they're so rapid with it.
They are.
Kesnet is going to be...
Hate, man, it was the guy.
If he's not at the tip of the spear, he's going to be the first one back into the site. Trying to get the...
Timeout.
Ult in there. That draws people back towards top garage.
And here it is. But awareness here, he's stuck it! And Shy, he waits around the corner. Mako's baited to stick the ult. It's perfection. And what a play to make still.
Shy, man, this is on fire, bro.
Not be denied. Rips away 2 of the lives of DRX. They're going to give them up the
By the way, this map is attacking side, dude.
Prize with DRX. And now Kesnet wants to make another go of things here. It's a fault line to set it up. Another stunner's just going to be laying all the way through. Rifle aim is on point movement.
Yeah, that was
just a cherry
beautiful.
On top, and KRU
Yo,
cannot be
6-1.
Get out of my way.
Already a fight going to be taken once more. Oh my goodness. And listen, the weaponry's bad right now for DRX, but these guys are hurt.
Man, this crew team is a dangerous team, bro. When they start in a good day, oh my god, it's hard to stop them, man. It's hard to stop them. But just remember, this is crew map pick. Next one will be a beast.
Rapid fire, only one before the trade comes out. Mako is worried about these players. Paranoia does land, blinded up, sprays them down.
Mako.
Collected into the corner, leaves it down to another
7-1 today, Mako.
The Smokes players off against each other, and that is a minute on the clock. There's time to work with. If you are Mako, you can slow this one down.
What redemption this would be as well for Mako after he got caught coming straight out of the tag timeout in the previous incredibly important round.
Cover going out.
It's been a jarring game so far as well, just in terms of the pace that's been followed.
Think about Mako.
DRX trying to match it pound for pound when crew are just running at them.
Mako has no idea where Melzer is, hasn't shown himself, hasn't used anything that gives away his location, just a smoke, could have been thrown from anywhere. And Mako doesn't even have info on sight. From Mako's perspective, Melzer could be heaven, sight, walking short. He's got to take a gamble now, time is low.
It's a smart play, drops the smoke down over towards B to make at least it feel like to Melzer that he's playing over towards that B angle, walks most of the way, but now committing to the plan, and that's heard. Melzer, Paranoia, there's a connection, drops himself down into hell, the reposition, he's out in the open!
What was that?
Almost just plays it poorly, but again, the reposition away, and the mind games are kicking into full effect in this 1v1. The smoke drop down, Melzer taps, and the issue, and hand being forced out of Mako. No stick inside, but pushes forward. Melzer catches
so
him.
cold, man. Played that to perfection. Damn, man. Yo, crew.
DRX sorely
7-1,
one.
7-1.
Mako did a decent job getting it down into the 1v1. The reposition over towards short, though, I think a bit of an overheat in the moment.
Damn, dude, crew is looking good, man.
Surprised by Melzer's positioning, coming out of being nearsighted, deciding not to reposition over towards somewhere where he could play the spike, like Hell, for example, maybe even Heaven in a spot like that. He could have possibly got to. And instead there, just gives up all of the space to Melzer. Spike down, smoke down, dominated. Kesnit's now going to pick up the...
Kesnit, he's in a position to evacuate. Right by his side, he's going to be catching that first contact. The smoke's up and away, blind in his face as well, and he wants to get the hell out of there. They're giving up the site entirely. Kill collected down to Bane.
Rolling tender for hit.
Mid. Now the only at least silver lining potentially is that they might be able to get this plant down. Still, it's tapping away. It's forced out of Hunter's Fury, and they do have that roll in.
They're in position to flood here.
DRX desperate to get this.
Here they come.
Still with that player disadvantage. Here it is, sent flying. Might be used into a response, so it's just a 1-for-1. And Foxy9 does take down Shy. Still holding on to the site. Wall up and over to the top. The retake is going to be difficult. Again, Kesnit just blindly firing away and through with that op in his hands. He's hoping for an easy kill. Buzz dominating the smoke, but does not win out his fight. And up through heaven, it all has to be contained. Flashback of Mako. And down and out. A collection of kills.
Finally, man. 7-2.
They're getting dragged into it.
Oh my, what a shot.
And plucked away.
That's Kesnit pre-fires onto the corner, and that's a Hunter's Fury gone for DRX. They were hoping they could potentially get a pick onto the C.
Man, they are looking too good, man.
Set up. They're in the walls, man.
Well, that's the advantage of having a blooming economy.
You just don't expect it, but this is them trying to make a good go of it. DRX in through, into the B sides. Rifles into their hands, back up Wavenry, there's no slowing down.
10-2. Is this map just a formality, or DRX can actually come back here if they win the pistol?
They'd love to get some kind of turnaround here.
Let's see, man. Let's see.
Bane's gonna catch the
I want to see closer games, bro.
A lobby Buzz, an attempt to flank and play himself into the angle, but Kesnit's not slowing down, and there's no util to help out. Bane is
not stopping, bro. They're not stopping.
There's no helping him out with the same pace that Crew was showcasing. Even the flank timing of Buzz as well. It's going to come to no avail, but he does earn himself at least one kill. But can
Shy.
The second shot. Shy surviving. Paranoia offloaded and flashed into his face, but flashback again.
Foxy9 is low.
Forwards, away from the rest of his team, disconnected, and it leaves it just down to 2. Mako. It's a nice shot into the 2v2. Damage done to either side. Anyone's game. It comes down to these angles and timings. The 1v1. Melzer versus Foxy9.
Go Melzer.
Can hear the footsteps running.
Yeah, that was so good for him, bro. Oh my, another clutch for the guy. 11-2, my friends. This is over. Next map is Abyss.
These two
DRX map
actually
pick.
had a bit of a bet going before the game began about who could get
I
more
wonder if
kills with
these
their
players are
respective
using the
bundles.
new thing from
On
Mundi, bro.
broadcast, has to be on
Rapid
broadcast.
trigger, I think.
Melzer
No.
has just
Is that it?
done
No,
it
snap,
for them.
snap tap,
Those
snap
were
tap,
the
snap
first
tap.
3 kills with the crew bundle or the DRX bundle that the camera caught today.
Yeah.
3-0 on top of
Bane with the drone.
GG or OT, my
For that
friends.
info.
9 pip point
Trying
per
to hide
crew.
away, only one player revealing themselves. Buzz onto the off angle, but he's not expecting it across their placement. It's sky high. Creating
Man,
a shack,
are
but
they
he's not
feeling the
observed
pressure
nowhere near.
already by playing on their home in front of the Korean crowd? Is that
I
it?
do like the idea there as well. Mako
Let's
gave
just
them
don't say
a little
anything, man.
smoke that you could barely see,
Let's
so
wait
they
for
could try
Abyss,
to
man.
play
Let's wait for Abyss.
like anti
This is
against
crew
the
map pick.
recon dart and unexpected in the corner. Didn't work. Crew looking to close out.
Yeah, trying to force pause into the round to at least make them stim in. A re-exploration is punished in kind. Any short plays as well. Dealt with this.
GG.
Is the map closed out?
Man, I never see the Rex lose like this, bro. Never in my life.
Domination. It's the only way to describe it.
If there's going to be one team that spots a weakness and drives it home with supreme confidence,
Yeah, they're
it's
like a
going
shark,
to be
man.
a Kesnit-led crew.
Jet player
Let's go, man.
playing.
DRX map pick now.
He sees it, signs of life, but he can't escape. Bloody hell, suppressed by the knife, so he actually couldn't dash in and away. There's a dart's going to be used nice and early. Crew not committing past that point, just waiting it out and walking back up. But Foxy9, quick to respond, takes up that space once more, but as he swings out, he's not expecting, again, Crew to be in these spots.
The
It's
aim, man.
disjointed,
Is
it's individualistic.
it's time to shine
at its
now?
core, and DRX, not enough for them to really win out this map. It's going to have to hit some shots and land them they will. At least Mako, into the moment, has made it. That 2 versus
DRX,
2.
don't
It's
give a good
this
stack for
round. They
Crew.
need
Don't
this
do that.
win. They need it now.
Hit 1
Damage
HP.
done. Almost single digits to a lot of the Mako. And
no.
a distraction
Got a game,
necessary
man.
enough for Flashback to just respond from the side.
Watch out for those at the start of rounds. Watch out for Kesnit.
Oh, goodness me. Yeah. If you're not awake after that, you will be.
Isn't playing woman, man. I wasn't expecting to see that.
Omen as well. I mean, a lot to make out from this crew comp.
So he has actually played Omen once before, weirdly. You don't ask me when. I've no idea. I was just looking at the stats and, all right, okay, apparently he's played it once. So, very experienced Kesnit on the Omen.
Of course. Yep. To be expected.
He knows all the tech,
He
like
knows
buy
all
a
of
sheriff and kill them in round 2.
Yeah.
Tens loves that one.
With the mid player taken out, though, Buzz gone. It's a big gap in through. You can already see the pings on the minimap from DRX. They're worried in case there are those lurking players. And the Harbour Wall, Melzer holding it down at least. He will be able to separate out most of this site. Foxy9 wants to play close now. Avoiding, letting them even getting into the side here in front of the Cove. It's very heads up, but he's going to be overwhelmed anyway. Outlaw into the hands, flashback into the second.
Getting dangerous.
Not able to land the sheriff's shot. Still, Mako is here, waiting to receive. They're all going down to the classic right clicks. It's a disaster right now.
It is a
for
disaster, bro.
DRX.
It is, man. It really is, dude. 1-1.
He's available to be perched up here. Anybody to break the drone? No. It's him himself who has to commit to this, and a lot of Utah's going to be sent flying forwards. Crew, they're not backing away from this fight. In fact, they want to be the ones to draw that blood up and the bound. This quick scope, and Buzz is able to find the one, and there's no return of that fire. No trade in sight, still alive and kicking. And finally, the reinforcements flooding back in and around, but the bullets running out. Buzz,
He's still alive?
how the hell are you still alive here? Dash. Back
Oh,
away,
it was
shot,
full, bro.
Foxy9 finally there with
Imagine.
it. Over the shoulder, leaving it just down to Shy Bullets.
Yo, Buzz, what a hold, my friend. Now we're talking.
Miracle worker.
Finally challenged on B.
I want to see
Finally
bind, bro. I want to
delivers.
see closed
It's
games.
not that he was whiffing in earlier rounds, they just weren't coming towards his
Overtimes, all
side.
that, dude.
And he wasn't being
Only
particularly
2
mobile
games
off.
in the
It's a
day, man.
ridiculously large map. But here you see a bit of what you were talking about earlier, Brent, that form he was demonstrating towards the end of the Pacific playoffs. Get him an op into his hand, and if you challenge him, if you come into him, he's so good at playing around the utility, playing around these angles, and around the way that his teammates...
Timeout.
Calling for that pause and a different
Oh,
angle for
Buzz,
Buzz, but still
okay.
the same value. This guy has got that consistency when you put that up into his hands. And considering the dart just to get that info, but he spotted one player before the smoke was up, so he knows that there's at least some presence into this mid angle. Again, they've
30
called for that
seconds
reinforcement. Buzz, though, smoked off now. In for the wall, he's going to hear these footsteps right past him. Will tilt away. And there aren't really enough discipline in terms of the way the crew are playing this one, but potentially able to
which way?
battle their way through regardless with that brute force. It
What
is
about the spike?
chaos. The spike is just
Time is
isolated,
low,
picked
time is
up
low,
by
okay.
Kesnet. TP's back and away again. Angry players not expecting
Foxy
it.
flashback, man. 5-2.
Dodged it last time.
Yeah, drone's going to be used at least to, again, circumvent that position. But Flashback is caught by the knife here. And as well, that golden beam of light up and over. Flashback is forced to make that play. Pushing forwards is traded. Hunter's Fury used to try and help them out. Buzz as well. He tried to get back into the action. He's dropped as a result of it. Now, the plant position isn't the best here. Playing to the side of Cliff. Means the crew do have to commit a lot of bodies to try and hold on to side control. That does leave an opening for DRX. They've saved some util. It's in their back pocket. The dart and a paranoia MTA in the off angle.
That was pretty good, man.
Shy. He joins up, links it all the way
Have a
through
shot?
Bane. Spotted up onto that high ground. Has to know what his last two players are. But now, wrapping around once more. Slowly as you go. But a real difficult round to win. Set up here. Shy taking that first one. Knows there's a player tucked. Again, the off angle will not save you, but again,
great.
time is of the essence.
5 bullets.
And it's starting to tick away out of the grasp of Bane. Win cons diminishing, and with, yeah, I mean, that's gone with a circle.
Shy,
just
man, once
shrinking.
again.
And Shy wins it out regardless of the kill at the end. Reed, they got 4 players waiting.
They've been putting the sight. Oh, they're doing the flash and dash play.
Flash and dash play to try and fight for that control early on into the cloudburst, but the dart doesn't reveal
They're
too
alright
much.
for that, man.
Buzz.
Risky play, no?
Handed over towards that weaponry.
Too risky.
Drop, though. That was Mako committing an ult into spawn at the
They
same
can't help,
time.
man. You know, like, I think if you're gonna combo this play with Silva ult, that would be better.
The slow play. I mean, you really have to overextend yourselves as a defender to try and fight over that B main angle, as you saw, and it ends up meaning that DRX was stretched a little bit too thin.
I assume that DRX have chosen this round because they were worried about the null command that MTA's just popped. You don't want to allow crew to get into position and just exec on you with this ult. So they tried to disrupt the game plan. Fortunately, doesn't quite work for them. Can they recover?
Oh my.
Yeah, they're right back into
Ow.
it. Flashback though, backs away, just only with the 1 kill. He wants to play for his life, and he knows it. At least with the teammates who are arriving, but not expecting that Melter's already crept up onto that deeper angle. Shy, finally with the plan, there's no chance in hell MTA is getting a res online, so he's going to be dropped just post-mortem. Bane, high ground angle, reset, at least enough to get the 2, and Flashback dropped down into that 1v2.
Well
enough.
done. 5-4.
Could be false confidence for DRX. They do have the crossfire. Mako, paranoia. They know he's isolated onto that corner, spamming away into the one-way. MTA, he can't respond and he can't back his teammate up. They are trying to fight this one.
Oh, Mako.
Mako.
Playing.
He's just swinging into this one
My
with
defender.
barely any
Champions.
util. Left 4 and Buzz happy to oblige and take part into the action and fight. And up through mid as well.
Clean round, man.
Accounted for. A flawless round for DRX.
Very effective. Got to imagine they're going to use it here on one of the sites.
Careful.
Some battle towards his main angle. No one dealt with the dart.
What a play from
Yeah.
DRX!
TP up.
That is absolutely lovely. Reminiscent of what teams will sometimes do in that Ascent A main play. DRX have taken all of the sting out of this round.
Looking way
everything
better here,
down
man.
instantly. The teleport up recon so that you can get kills through your smoke. Yeah,
Good
Buzz
shot.
falls. Crew have been able to find
Hunter is here for
kills
hits.
like this in the 3v5 spots. But normally the damage has already been done too early.
Yeah, and DRX have been usually tempered enough that when these sites get pressured, especially over towards B, doesn't matter. They're able to be able to get a kill, back away.
Also
They're
true.
overextending their hands here. Flashbacks gets that acknowledgement. Cage are going to be got back up here. Shock darts removing most of the trips. Knife for a knife, darting through the back as well. Needs to be broken here. Crew starting to walk their way back up, but again, all the noise is being made, and DRX should know this one. Adjustment, Flashback, he was blind as a bat, yet still manages to come up with the 1 before the trade online. Kesnet, it's just an ult to try and pick up the spike. He was out into the middle of nowhere. A tap with 22 seconds left, but you've got to start to commit into this, and again, ice cold by DRX. Happy to slow it down, and now the full commit by Kesnet. Paranoia makes his way across,
Yeah,
leaves
he
it just down to
died.
the 1. Kesnet
Now,
backs
it's
himself
gonna be tough,
away.
dude.
He's hoping that he'll be able to get that easy fight.
No trade?
Singular in action. Does isolate just the 1 onto Foxy 9, but it's still a 1v2 to overcome. Smoke up into the one-way, but one for their own. Jumping around, a tap, there's the danger zone. Kesnet in potentially a bit of trouble. The dart pushes him back and away in, and up for Bane to just get that half. Sticking!
One hit closer.
Too much health for Bane.
The kill trip is laid down, even though there's a heaven smoke, but by walking all the way up, DRX able to navigate it easily enough. Going for the plant down. It's a good plant spot too, committed into the boxes. It's very strong into the post plant. You can allow most of DRX now to retreat into the main angle.
We were trying to retake here with no flashes.
Flashback is lucky, man.
They've already
flanking.
made their way in through the side. Watching that one, Flashback gets taken care of. In through mids, and a peek by Foxy9 is not set up at all. Buzz trying to at least even out the odds of the fight to be taken. Again, doesn't adjust in time up through that heaven spot. And now Melzer sticking at the fuse, spamming into the angle with a Cove, defending against most of these bullets. Half is earned. Another smoke. Blooms and blossoms. Kesnet with the kill, and adjustment again. Flick of the wrist, tapping away with the guns, and it has to be reclaiming it. Bane back it up and running into it.
Oh my god, dude. Fast thinking, man. Huge beast around, dude.
Once more, Garnet for this
Just kind of sealed the deal here, no?
Bane, a divine blessing for DRX towards the end. How's he managed to pull that one away? KRU looked like they had that under wraps. They're still trying to play this retake style. I don't think they should have been using as much util early in the round. It would have been nice to see them still have a paranoia or a breach flash, a KO flash to be able to retake there on B. But the way we're seeing Mako's calling B. Very cautious though, doesn't want to run into any of these stacks. Foxy flashes. Looking to see if he can get some info.
Might hand over a gun if he's not careful.
I don't like this. You normally want to be sending Flashback to do that because he's the one with the ghost. You've just prime delivered them a bulldog.
Yes.
I like bulldog, man. I used to, but I don't know, bro.
I mean, DRX, they have an open
Has to make his look good, bro. My bulldog is not good.
I'd
rather play it with the Guardian.
Potentially a little bit better for it, but
Camera, I must wait a moment.
KRU now grouping up, ready.
Oh, Jonah Truman from
G2.
G2. That dude is sharing with the
now,
bulldog.
so they get that information that there's two players from DRX out through into the back. Got to wait for these smokes now to get pushed up into the position. One flash held. We'll see if there's any danger very soon here for KRU. Drone used, time already running short here, but that bulldog finding value. It's up to these site anchoring players. Mako trying to reposition up and around again. Kesnet a tap onto it.
Oh, indeed, my friend. Only a ghost. Only a ghost, but it's...
Half everybody's fallen, but the time is on their side. KRU with a thrifty win.
DRX, man. KRU is on the game, man.
Now, I don't want to point to the fact that there was a bulldog for the retaking team, but it did find a bit of value there.
Oh yeah, it found the opening kill, man.
And again, another post plant over towards B that looked very difficult, this time impossible for DRX to hold on to.
Oh boy.
If they're going to be planting safe like this every time, their post plants need to be better. Like, oh, whoopsie daisy, now we have to stop them from defusing.
And they are just, looks like a lot of exec util. Everything being combined. Concatenated Shido. Just takes a bullet to the side there. Thought he was safe, at least into his cage. And now KRU have much less options in terms of trying to deal with this one. They won't be able to push back the plant.
Better
That's
plant.
going to go down, and it is a better plant at that. So DRX holding their positions now. The flank from Kesnet will have to find value, and he does have options to at least get past the initial trip. Drone in and through, spotted. Buzz out, tagged up, pushing them back and away. There's still no two of these players here, but that's being heard by Flashback, and he deals with the flank. Pesky problem with Kesnet, dealt with now. Flash in through the back as well, and bullets to follow through off the back of it. Hunter's Fury forced to be used here, but a knife is going to be cancelling that one out, so no, oh no, just out of range. I stand corrected, and a tap of the spike will force them out wide. MTA now got to do the most, but with the rifle in his hand, just not enough to get over that barrier. Still heat, adjustment, snappy, tapping away. Can't quite get it, the easy kill. Time was never on his side.
Oh my god, dude!
Timeout.
They're going to be able to figure out a setup like that if you run it the same way every time.
Paranoia, it's a come on position there. It's going to be catching most of this one and draft. Oh my god, just dashing into the face of it. Yeah, full understanding that Shy was going to be backing away. It's only a few positions he can play. Flashback. Looking at
time Shy is not watching.
Some response from KRU as well. Ults are being committed with the no command sweeping through, but he's missed the chance to strike from behind.
Patience!
Yeah, it's not being played just in that moment here, but MTA dropped down to his knees. A res possibility for it. DRX did get that plan a little bit prior. As there, tap onto the spike, forcing out most of the util. Kesnet Smokes to play with, util on top of it, nades, rebounding, echoing pass, flashback, stepping up to the challenge, right past most of this fight. Melzer not able to stick this one, sprayed and spammed down onto that angle. Heat trying to get tricky with it again, pushing and forcing the issue. The timing is impeccable. Dart reveals Kesnet is alone, and not enough.
11 to 6.
That's an interesting one, yeah. I mean, Maka's right through this, and the timing taken right past them here. And this is going to be a squeeze and a pinch into these A anchoring players. MTA dropped straight to the floor here. Hunter's Fury being used again, push them back. Heat will be able to get at least some value from that with Mako falling, flashback holding, off angle, claims the kill onto Melzer. DRX to kill feed that is filled up with red, at least for now. Kesnet traded. And so all the options that
Clean map for DRX, man.
present available. Removed shortly after.
Yeah, his game is bugged again, bro. His game is bugged again.
And Brutal.
We just came from a tech timeout, boys.
Yeah.
It looks like
And
he's
goes.
had a tech issue again.
That's sad, that's
is
sad.
a brutal one.
Oh, look at flashback, 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 flashback.
Backing around. It's a real awkward one.
Eyes on flashback, Ben.
Jumps
Oh, the timing, the
around,
timing, the
up through
timing.
the ropes. There it is. Flashback strikes, and with Shy down, so goes the setup over towards B. So no command not even necessary, and he's really just done enough. It's
This kid, man, will be one of the greatest.
As humanly possible, but at this point, it's weakening out the defenders. Players spotted out
It's
over
too
towards
good,
the
man.
A
Too
side.
good.
There is time still available, and with all this space gained and pushed up, vacuumed up here. Flashback even with that third. It's cracked over.
Gotta say, man, the new talents
won them the map with that.
are so impressive, man.
Yeah,
Caron,
I think
flashback.
if it wasn't curtains already for KRU,
30
that
Woods.
work play and those kills have certainly driven the dagger into the heart.
Yeah.
Kesnet and MTA looking to pick up the pieces.
Ace?
And it's a 4K, possibly on for the ace here as well. Can MTA shut it down, or are DRX going to be thrown into bind?
MTA
Ace,
survives.
give this, give this, give this.
Running no ace today. But it is inevitable. MTA just making us all wait for a little bit.
The designer
Good go,
will
but
be
already, look at the
fine.
account for here. I mean, Buzz has already just taken up this position into Spawn Blade Storm right behind him. Let's
Oh,
knives
Buzz
out. He's
is
behind him.
toying with him.
He's toying with him. He's walking up right behind him. Oh no, 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 no,
Knife,
no.
knife,
It's like
knife,
a horror movie.
GG.
15-6 for the finish. Map 3 bind, ready and waiting.
And if there was ever a final kill in a map that showed you a team has recovered from being battered in map 1, reset their mental, and are feeling perfectly confident, literally toying with the final player.
Kesnet versus Buzz on
Rain
race.
hears all the noise, including the stimmy. Doesn't choose to use the C's nice and early here. It's a big tool to try and delay this one as well. He actually gets it a little bit too early, but there are, Crunch online now. Triggering that play. It's a nade into the corner, and Shy isolated. Pushed back, TPs on TPs. KRU want nothing to do with it. But the molly is preemptive. Drops them down, including a smoke in their face. Mako has locked them well out of that site.
Perfect play so far from DRX. But now, as KRU reset,
Running around the world.
they're not going to know exactly where people like Flashback are. And they're not going to know that it's a 4-player stack, but KRU are much more grouped up.
Walking around here, just onto the corner, expecting that re-clear, but crouched up. The bullets just not quite landing. Only the one for Flashback. Melzer, sitting nice and pretty, still with that shower's control. Buzz,
DRX think they're going to be.
And this is good. This is a nice read here from Melzer. When Flashback dies, you're expecting KRU to accelerate into B. That's where the defenders go.
Buzz seeing signs of life down. 8th for a short. Foxy9 over the top there with the Dizzy as well. Forces Melzer out into
Man,
that
Sheriff
fight.
in the pistol is so strong.
He removes Buzz. No longer a problem into this round, but a spike has also been dropped down. Tap from Heat, seeing if there's that second wave of things. Again, out wide and open. Not enough of the movement, and time now is thoroughly
that's the
against
round.
him.
No chance.
MTA, a lot to do in this spot. Forced to at least get the kills or stick, but it's an impossibility. DRX have played that one to perfection, despite the mid-round adjustments. Sees a lot of them. Signals now for the wall to go straight back up, and so does the Dizzy. It actually does connect into the tube. Is that KRU going to be sending it forwards? The go button is hit ever so slightly here. There's a lot of util being used. Again, it's disjointed, but that's partly because You see the molly's already been placed down as well, so KRU been stunned with only 15 seconds left, and this has bought time for DRX. They've got players into the spot and a position, and Kesnet just goes for the widest space in the world to clear it. Doesn't work out. Still alive onto the corners. Molly at their feet.
Oh my.
Step over it. They can't get access to it. Jumping around, making a
No
mock
time.
around.
No time, man.
Are converting this bonus.
Timeout.
Classic from KRU. They love to contact into these plays, but again, might be to their own demise.
Buzz is getting called back to the A site. He's the player with a showstopper and nade and blast packs. It should be very difficult to get plant down, even if KRU exec short.
Wall up. We're waiting for that timing. Now the util is going to be following up past it. Up and over. Doesn't clear out Mako though. There's nothing for a showstopper in the hands. It's returned there and a swing off from the side. Bane still alive and kicking, but will fall in the air. Heat to drop him. Challenge control is going to be given up and lost. To timing here by Flashback. Out and around. And a full avoidance of lamps. KRU wanted nothing to do with it, so they didn't give up their lives to the judge here. A lot is going to be resting on the shoulders of Flashback, who we're watching right now, but footsteps.
He heard that.
Running around, got to wait for this wall to drop as well. Is going to be given the easy kill. Yes, he is. And DRX,
no, sir.
They make sure to
One betray.
It's disciplines and an ult in the back pocket of Foxy 9.
They're gonna knife him. They're gonna knife him. No! Oh, humble guy, Foxy 9.
DRX with another very nice defense round.
Constantly to try and take duels. DRX really going to be tested, I think, in this instance. This is a lot of players up into their face, but again, to judge and hearing it, nobody wants to step past it. Mako spam down heat. He has answered back, finally. Onto the board there with those 2 kills. A peek from Kesnet, lucky to be alive.
They still haven't used Thrash or Showstopper. Here comes the Thrash.
Now going to be used to not even take much space, just in case it peaks most of it, but they already had control of lamps. MTA will pick it back up for another go of things. Shy still sitting, tucked himself away into showers. One of the best chances they've had in a long time. Wait a second, util is used, combined attempt. Kesnet showstopper has to use at least
If they lose this round, GG.
He's sticking it, and it's not spammable for Shy into the spot. Off onto the angle again, he knows that there's a chance.
Shy to save the day, bro. 5-1.
And all sound cues are deafened. KRU are working partially in the dark. The tap, MTA is looking for that response out. Orbital strike is used, but into the wrong spot. There's absolutely nobody waiting there. Dizzy around and about. It's KRU trying to fight tooth and nail over the spot into lamps, but they still don't have this plant down. There's 22 seconds left. Time escaping them. The hourglass running dry. MTA fully committing and tapping onto, finally committing into the spike, and there is that reinforcement. Side by side, Kesnet joining into the fight. Putting down any sort of position at DRX. They were fronting. Trying to take it. They do have that showers control still.
Snakebite to clear lamps.
It's going to be the important elements here. Buzz has already picked up 1, but it's already equalized. Nade into the hands. Kesnet, util, out and away. Movement by Bane.
Man, look at Kesnet, bro. He was so low.
Players are dropping KRU. Another chance, and it's grasped firmly here to put that second on the board.
Timeout.
Jump spot. Out of Nightfall. Going to be committing this one over towards the back of the site. The nade as well. Foxy 9 so damn low, just about. Wriggles himself round to the corner, but that's both Snakebite and Mosh Pit that's expended. 44 seconds of KRU in danger of running out of time here. And already with a sound cues cut away as well, they are making their way through.
Yeah,
that is rapid. Kesnet,
insane,
he
bro.
is leading the charge for his team. Flashback worried as well, still trying to maintain control and his composure towards A short, buying DRX a bit of a wink on.
A judge for Mako
is down. Starting to tick away. Kesnet also with that showstopper.
Nobody can really wrap through. Oh, I was going to say no one can wrap through short, but now Flashback hit down. These players can try.
They're trying to bait them in here. Flashback only for the one still alive though. No way, Bane! He sticks it! Where's the protocols in place, man?
How did they lose a round like this, man? How?
Kesnet's showstopper was going to deal with it. Kesnet
they even used the showstopper, man.
To miss the defuse.
What happened?
I think missed the player that was pushing him. And just somehow landed it in the middle.
Yeah.
The splash damage didn't catch.
A lot of unknowns there.
Look at that. The Razor just misses. But I think he was distracted because of that push from Mako. So he's like kind of putting it between the two of them.
Disaster time for KRU. Squandering those rounds that should have been easy. Mako is already plays up in front of him. The contact play again works out for KRU. Kesnet not pushed back in a way here. Dizzy over the top. Inside the smoke though. Buzz, he's hiding. Rebound with the nades. going to be landing and does deny that plan as a nade and a mosh pit all going to be used for Bane trying to help him out. Doesn't fully commit into the fight at the front of the site. He's just about wiggling his way through. Damage is excellent, but still Melzer there with a trade. Foxy9 instantly back.
Keznit, man, dude is on fire, bro.
Keznit. He's here. It's a 3-piece for it. Nade rebounds. Flashback abound. This guy, there's no safety in terms of anywhere that he can stand as that solo play, and they give it up. KRU, got nothing to do with this.
I don't know, man. I think Flashback should save this weapon,
he has
actually.
to be worried about Shy and Showers. Flashback there had to very diligently clear the angle. He couldn't just sprint over towards B and make it a foot race.
He'll save.
Making sure they save money for the remainder rounds.
Crunch?
Peak is there. There is a possibility to crunch.
Not yet, though.
No, players are sitting there. They backing around. There's a lot of util being used by KRU. Here it is, time to strike. It's being held by KRU. Watched onto that one, but it doesn't matter if he's holding it. He's not ready for this. Foxy9, he's straight back at them. Drops 2, and Mako's right there too, alongside it, just watching that A-short avenue. Heat. Alongside MTA, last 2 alive for KRU. They were not expecting that one. Again, it comes down to comfortability onto the map. Are they aware that somebody's here into the TP?
I'm not sure they are.
Rifles flicking around there. They're wondering about it. They're looking
They seem
the
like,
opposite way.
yeah, they know there's some level of danger. All Flashback has to do, though, really is stay alive.
Yeah, he does. And he's going to be the nuisance player now. Wingman's out through and a wide, and the Dizzy can't really see absolutely anything here, but it leaves it again just down to Heat. It's a 1v3, 25 seconds.
Low,
Spikes drop down. Discipline played by DRX.
If he
Tempered
plants,
back away
he can
immediately.
win.
They don't want to give up any easy fights with how low Bane and Flashback are. Buying time. You hear the plan. It's committed.
Time to show up, man.
Spike planted.
1v3
Hell of a job
situation.
ahead of him. Gonna isolate these fights. Orbital strike. Does not catch it. Haunt is dealt with. One bullet will drop it. Has to reposition. He's worried about every single angle. Flashback was ready. Aim trained on it.
8-3, my friend.
Buzz has got
3 ults for KRU,
He did. He's handed it
2
over to
for
Baines. Double upset. I've texted over medicine
DRX.
from map 1.
Yeah.
Why not when it's flourishing in this way and form? The peak, of course, it's
Like the old days.
Foxy9 sharp. Rifles ready to be picked right back up again. Thrash out and through to seize and a mosh, all going to be used. 50 seconds down. KRU wait this one out, but there's a gap. I think Bane not actually going to be caught by that one. Showstopper used up and over the top here. Dizzy has to be used to respond, and now Buzz right back at it. Ult of his own, revealed, spamming and
What's happening?
and
What's
spraying
happening?
away. Bane is losing track, but still wrangles the kill. Rifles are there.
Yeah, man, this is looking too good for DRX. 9-3.
Tiptoeing their way around most of this one here. They're going to go for a bit of a B split. Most of their players out and through this. The tried strategy. They do this one quite a lot. Up and through, and Shy just didn't know which way to look. The flood attempt met and shut down Heat. He was caught between a rock and a hard place there. There's no chance of him being able to escape.
Do
Spike
or
dropped
die
down
pistol
this
for
time.
KRU.
Buzz layers down that nade just to give him the safety net to be able to get that plant down.
Now into a solid post. Yes, they don't have any util. 3 versus 2. Buzz does not have a teammate to play off.
No, he's very much alone here. If he goes down, there's chances here for KRU.
Unshot
Double
position.
dub is what they do
Good for him.
best. Trying to take these fights, but again, just tapping away with the
Smart,
damage.
smart, smart,
Look at
smart.
IQ just winning that one out for Buzz.
Keznit,
3
low
and
HP.
for him before he's eventually dropped. Keznit has to do so much here. Tap. And just walking, trying to bait out that peak, not
Yeah,
giving
my
anything
friends.
whatsoever. Tapping away. It's no easy fight. Nades re-earned, but expecting that re-flank, and right from behind, it's a dagger to the back.
Timeout.
DRX love inserting Buzz over towards B long and then pressuring short. This is a classic strategy of theirs. And Buzz can either become the backstab lurker or go through the teleport. This time, just choosing to reconnect with the rest of the team.
Ooh.
That's the time it takes.
Okay.
Shy, my God. Just expecting
Damn,
some
bro.
sort of presence there.
Just kill everyone then.
Viper wall.
Yeah,
Get this. Win the round.
that's what you need.
Yeah.
Injection of fire there for KRU.
Yeah, no aces today, man.
Potentially even hearing those footsteps, but with the spike drop down, there's no chance. There's more or less here for Buzz. Potential money for his team to buy back up if he keeps this rifle into the next, but he might not even do that. That's
30
nice.
seconds left.
Getting cheeky with it.
This kind of free round, though, where Shy picks the perfect timing and gets a couple. Play for the
Dave.
Ultorb over towards B long by the look of things. Get a showstopper online early.
Shy's going to be challenged and tested. He's right in front of most of this one. Snakebite at the feet. A lot to overcome there, even if it is against the pistols. And those tasks, we're just trying to hold.
Computer strike from Melser. Far betray.
At that at least, forcing the rotations of KRU. Tap for Foxy9.
Hoping to bait that ult
strike,
out.
and now they're going to be TP. Yeah. The entirety of the B site.
Can
Not
they bait
sure
down
about
the
that,
showstopper as
dude.
well?
Could be a victory here for DRX, even if they don't get this plant down. If they manage to pull these ults out of them, Wingman planting. Kesnet to nade, rebounds across and away. Not enough damage, I don't think, to break this one. Mosh pit.
Little hero.
Pound for pound there. Tucked away. KRU going to be corralled into
Trash for
the
Foxy9.
the weaponry and still that ult to make usage of. Foxy9 as well with that crash, but might not want to use it. Here's the ult. Showstopper forwards. MTA taking care of Bane, and Rocket not really that necessary here with the rifles. Foxy9 making a decent go.
Bro.
Gotta respect it.
Beautiful shots.
But even more than Foxy9's kills towards the end, it's the fact they dragged out Melzer and Kesnit's ultimates.
That looks nice.
No value. I mean, nothing. It was just a cheap tap on A.
Man, I want to see those
And then
shots
Kesnit
again, bro.
trying to make the retake work. Worried, even though they're on an anti-eco, even with a player advantage, wanted to secure that round because every round means everything to KRU currently.
That was insane, dude.
But unless you're saving ultimates like that, it's going to make the comeback almost impossible. Yeah. DRX are going to take a tactical timeout here. Frankly, I don't think they really need to.
Timeout.
Thrash going to be used as a squeezing the players out and through here, so has to be that evacuation again from these KRU players. Out through the back, Kesnet, got to respect that one. It was a haunt up and over the top here with the Nightfall now. Sound cues up and away. Bit of spam, stray bullets. Gliding past one another, barely given haircuts, but no casualties, not just yet. Plant is down now for DRX. Important element now into the post. Mosh going to be laid down in a deep, committed site control and the hold for them. It's an orb in their face. The Thrash round 2. Sent flying out through elbow. Nobody's
got
sticking to
two.
try and at least break that. And everybody's detained.
Woo! GG. No, my point. Ace? No?
Bodies fall and DRX inevitable.
That was a
to get down
perfect
to
trash, dude.
Just shy remaining. One to stand.
Maybe point for DRX.
Flashback catches the contact here onto one of these players. It is returned with a fire, but as a showstopper right onto the other side of the map. In through B, and Buzz has gained a lot of ground from it. Just the threat of it, that is egregious by Heat. Thinking he can take that time in, back and away, and the Thrash is just dealt with. Broken down, Kesnet can't
That's
take
it,
the
my
timing.
friends.
This is it, the impetus. DRX know exactly when to strike where it hurts with an orbital strike.
Yeah, no
up as
chance
well.
for KRU.
There's nowhere to run and
They
nowhere to
played
hide
amazing
now.
on map
MTA
number 1, but
gonna be pushed back from
not
this
on luck.
corner. If any of these players contacts
On the
Thrash,
second one,
on around
and
take off
this.
the Buzz, that will be the kill. And the angle just not afforded to at least
DRX was just better, man.
doubled up, and Shy has to do it all. So much
GG.
not quite possible. DRX with that third map win. Overwhelming.
Huge opener for this newer squad for DRX. They've never lost an opening match at a global event, and this team is not going to start now.